Hey guys, Mr. C, Silverfox, soon to be the Desert Fox, coming this summer in the Middle East. That's going to be a fucking blast. I can't wait for Beirut. Oh my god, that's going to be nuts. So if you're interested in getting trained up and having a delicious time this summer, then no worries, let's do it, let's have fun. But that's not what I want to talk to you about in this video. I want to talk to you in this video about something that's been coming up on the thread and something that comes up with every single guy that I coach. And that is, how do you build a good connection? How do you have good things to say in your conversation? So if you do this in the mystery method approach, which personally I do not recommend at all, then it would involve you memorizing stupid little stories and magic tricks and little games and routines and scripts. Do not go that route. It's the stupidest way you can go. In my opinion, the way you build a really good connection with a woman is through your eyes, and it's also through asking shit that you actually want to know about her and getting her to ask you shit that she really wants to know about you. So she is essentially the center of your interaction. When you walk up to a woman, I tell my guys, do not look at it like you have this little bag of tricks on your back like Santa Claus. And so when you see a woman, you kind of dig around in your bag of tricks and you pull out something and use it with her. That's the mystery method. That sucks. What I encourage students to do, we have like a natural carnal hunger or desire in us as men, as masculine men. You see a woman and you naturally feel something for her. And it could be, oh my god, she has fucking incredible hair, she has an amazing walk, she's got stunning eyes. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is that's authentic for you, you see this woman, and in my opinion, she's almost initiated things because she got up that morning or went to the gym last night or every night or whatever it is. She's done something incredible. And then your interaction is about you going and reflecting back to her what's so incredible about her in your opinion, in a charming and authentic way. That's why it's so important that you learn how to be authentic. You have to learn how to listen to that voice inside of you that tells you what you like about her, and then not have any fear and go and learn how to be charming about it, but then go and tell her in a charming way, this is what I think is amazing about you. The wording is really irrelevant, but what's really important is that she's the center of attention in your conversation. And if you give a compliment to her, you can tell her that she looks amazing, then you tell her why she looks amazing. And if you can, a really good upper tier compliment is when you compare her to other women in a way where she wins. So for example, you are so much more feminine than the women of my country. It's totally true, and it's also a way for her to win the competition between her and other women, because women love that. What you do not want to do is two things that I see guys do regularly. One is ask a ton of questions of her on the front end. When you ask questions, you take from the conversation. When you do assumptions and when you add value, you give to the conversation through compliments and assumptions. And you want to give as much energy as you can to her, because that's what builds the fire between the two of you. If you're asking questions at the beginning, it's going to come off very much like you're taking and you're interviewing her, and it's just going to fall dead. The other thing guys do, which is just terrible, terrible, terrible behavior, is they talk about themselves. See, here's the thing, guys. A woman does not give a shit about you whatsoever until you have earned it. And you earn it by showing her how amazing you are. But you don't tell her the things that you've done and the reasons why she should think that you're amazing. You just be amazing and incredible in front of her. And then she will naturally respond with wanting to find out more about you. I never tell women what I do. I mean, I think I've told 3 women now about the coaching that I do, and I never tell women any details about my personal businesses and stuff, because it's none of their concern. They don't really give a shit to know anyway, and why would I bother talking about me when I can talk about them? So naturally, a woman will ask me, what do you do? And if it's in Spanish, I will say, I'm in business. You know, I do businessy things. It's the same as what I would do in English. And if she's really interested, she'll say, oh, what type of business? And I'll say, oh, I've tried a few different businesses. And then I'll tell her the businesses that I've done that have failed. Because it's fun, and it's funny to talk about. And I've had a few businesses that have failed. And then I might talk to her about, you know, okay, this one's done okay, and, you know, I kind of like doing this sort of stuff. But I'm it's not that I'm trying to be mysterious, it's just that I recognize she doesn't really give a shit to know about that until she really thinks I'm incredible, and then down the road she'll want to find out what I do in life. So don't talk about yourself. This is what the 95% do. They talk to a girl and they tell her how smart they are and how accomplished they are, and what the award they've got at work, that they're the most valuable worker in their company, and they're the smartest guy in their school, and they got the highest GPA, and they've got the best car, and they've got the most money, and they go on the best fucking pathetic. It makes me want to vomit even just saying that little bit. By the way, you probably will at some point see some extremely stunning women in the background. I just found out right before I started shooting this video that in about half an hour, I think, there is the Miss Carnival competition here in my hotel, which is just like, oh, I love when God puts stuff right in my lap. It's just amazing. But anyway, so that's what may begin to occur in the back. That's why it's so loud. So anyway, as I was saying, you want to make her the center of your conversation, and you just talk to her about the things that you think are incredible about her. So if you run out of things to say, you can even say that. You say, you know what, I don't know what to say right now. And then just look at her and say, but I think you, and then just look at her for a second. You think she what? She walks incredibly well. She has gorgeous eyes. You love her hair. You love her makeup. You love her smile. You love her nose, her ears. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I would stay away from saying you love her tits and her ass, because that's quite personal, unless you've got to that point. But you could say that you love she thinks she has an amazing body, or she takes very good care of herself. She obviously goes to the gym. She watches what she eats. The key is to make it authentic, not to say any particular magic words. And if you can make it authentic, she'll feel how much you feel that toward her. So if you say that her eyes are fucking amazing, she will feel how amazing her eyes are for you. And that's the key. You want her to feel that. Then when you're talking, you sit down, you go on your instant date, you can play what we often call the question game. The question game is very easy. You say to her, okay, here, I want to get to know you better, so we're going to play a game. I'm going to ask you a question, and it can be anything, and you have to answer honestly. And then you get a turn to ask me a question, and you can ask me anything. I don't judge, and I don't blush. And then you ask her something, and you start out with questions that are, very, very safe, and then you maybe gradually move it toward being a little bit more risque, all depending on how she's reacting, how she's responding. But this is how you get to know each other. And it doesn't have to be, you shouldn't have set questions. So there's not going to be a list under this of like the 10 questions you should use. No, do not have a system. What you want to do is ask her something you want to know about her. And it could be anything. You can ask her, what are 3 things that you love about men physically? Or, what are 3 things that you think are amazing about you? How do you usually meet guys? I love asking women that. How do you usually meet guys to date? Has this ever happened to you before, that guys come up to you and talk to you on the street? And you can play with her a little bit and be fun and be like, I'll bet you it happens to you all the time, and you just don't want to say it because you're being too humble, which I think is a great quality. I love women that are humble. Whatever. The point is, be playful about it. You're not trying to get data. You're just trying to get her to open up to you, and you're trying to open up to her. That's how you build connection. And you'll be blown away. When you really get good at building a connection with a woman, you can build an incredible connection in 20 minutes. I mean, like, better than most people can in 5-10 dates. And that's why, for a guy like me or Tusk or other guys in the upper tier, that's why you will interact with a woman, or we will interact with a woman, and you'll see in the date, like, in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you can have this incredibly amazing, intimate connection, because it's based on authenticity, and it's based on desire and hunger and attraction and chemistry. And that's why a lot of times our dates will become so sexual so fast. Because when you're connecting really well on a level like that, it's natural that the desire will become sexualized. And then when that happens, it's a great time to go back to the hotel. Now I'm going to let you guys go, but definitely check my schedule for this summer. If you're into the Middle East and you love tan-skinned, gorgeous, stunning, amazing feminine women, then this is the summer that you're going to upgrade your masculinity. And I look forward to being a part of that with you. Take care, guys. Silver fox, soon to become the desert fox.